There was one night that changed everything. And it didn't even happen in a church building. I was alone. Not the quiet, peaceful kind of alone either. The kind of alone that makes silence really, really loud, like deafening loud. I was all by myself in not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. I was just alone and lonely. My thoughts were running laps I couldn't keep up with. I had burned everyone's trust. I disappointed every single person that I'd ever loved and whoever loved me. And I didn't know how to stop the spiral. I didn't know how to do it. Sitting on this mattress on the floor of a dirty apartment, I reached the end of my own strength. I didn't have the words for a polished prayer. So I just said, God, if you're real, get me out of this. That's it. There was no organ playing in the background. There was no choir, no sermon. It might have been the most honest prayer I've ever prayed. And I mean, I try to be honest to this day, but in that moment, I was so raw, so real that I was just, God, if you're real, if you're there, save me, help me. And that night I got arrested. Some answer to prayer, right? And I got arrested. It wasn't the first time I've been arrested. I've been arrested many times before that. This was the last time I got arrested. Hindsight being 2020, that prayer got answered. From that night forward, I have never been the same. Nothing was perfect. I wasn't perfect by any stretch, but everything started to become new in my eyes and in my mind and in my heart. I started talking to God like He actually was there because I finally started realizing that He was. It didn't take me very long to realize that it was Him that led me to that jail cell. It was Him that led me to that rehab. It was Him that led me to the region that I get to pastor at now. He spoke to me as if He was walking into that jail cell with me while I was holding my bedroll. Some of you know about a bedroll out there, all right? Only people who've done time know what a bedroll is. Wearing striped pants, all right? And not clown kind, a little bit like a clown, but it was not polished. It was not a pretty sight. But I chose a year-long treatment program at the Salvation Army in Stockton, California. Beautiful, livable, lovable Stockton. Voted America's worst city. It's been a few years, but to me, it might as well have been the best city in the whole world, because that's where I received my salvation. I met people there at that program that walks with me, not ahead of me, not behind me, just beside me. It changed everything for me. I chose Jesus in the first week that I was there, and I never looked back. I never did. I never have looked back. My life was totally transformed in that very first week in that program. Listen, if you're waiting for the perfect moment to pray, you're gonna miss the real moment. This moment, right now. God is not allergic to your honesty. I would say He's attracted to it. The Bible said He's close to the brokenhearted. He's close to them. If you're down, if you're low, humble of heart, if you're brokenhearted, He's close to you. If your heart is breaking, you're not far from Him. You're right where you need to be, and His presence tends to show up even more when you're low and when you're down. That night didn't make me a saint. It just made me surrender. And surrender turned out to be the doorway to my freedom. The more I trusted Him in the dark corners of my life, the more light I found waiting. So, you don't need perfect words to meet a perfect God. Honesty is the language He answers. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below if you've ever had a moment where God met you in a surprising place. And then I would love it if you would share this with someone who might need a little bit of hope. That's what this is all for. That's the whole reason. So if you would do that for me, do that for others, I would really appreciate it. God bless you.